Hello guys, I'm Center for back in another video. Today I have another Ninjago Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu episode review. Today we have episode 18, Unlikely Ally. So before we start off this review, I'm going to say there will be spoilers in the episode. If you guys have not seen the episode yet, I recommend clicking off the video, but I will leave a link to this in the description to find the episode with all of season 11. Episodes 1 through 18 will be down there in the description, in the link, in the drive folder. But yeah, so let's get into this review. So the episode starts off with Jay and Nia trying to fix the roof after the Blizzard Samurai attack in the previous episode. Um, so they're freezing cold. It was really cold up there, and then all of a sudden, Jay he ends up falling off the roof and running from Cole, and Cole is shoveling some snow. Nia comes there and says Cole asks Nia if she can use her powers. She wasn't able to use the snow, and he starts talking about how it's a bummer that she can't use her powers and she's kind of useless. It makes her mad, and she throws a snowball at Cole. And anyways, they're trying. Jade thinks about Kai, and then all of a sudden, three kids come out. They come over to Kai. He's on a hammock, and they want him to heat up their fish. So he does, and then right after that, it starts to Kai starts to like the new he kind of likes the Neverrealm. He's getting used to it, and Nia she gets on to him about it. Ends up flipping the hammock over and making him fall out. Nia's getting mad. And she ends up running into Sorla, talking about how she's kind of useless and she can't control the water because it's all frozen in the Neverrealm. And she can't control the ice because water and ice are both two different elements. Just ice is a frozen version of water though. And she's not the master of ice. Zane's the master of ice. So what happens is she tries to control the water. Tries to use her powers on some ice shards on a roof, and she ends up failing, and she hits the house, and snow falls on her, gets her angry and stuff. How she hates the realm, she hates ice and stuff like that. Lloyd ends up seeing her and tells her that he's gonna go off for a while to try and find Zane on his own, because if they all go as a team, Neil wants to go as a team, but they can't go as a team because the Ice Emperor will be watching, especially Vex. So anyways, Lloyd decides he's going to go by himself and stealthy, because it's better to go stealthy as one rather than all of the team going and getting all caught. So anyways, once Lloyd's leaving, he Nia gives him the tracker to the Titan mech, and Jay gives him some fish, raw fish. Kai asks to heat it up. James says it tastes just like beef jerky. Anyways, Vex, we see Vex, and he's looking at his ice piece of ice, his ice shard thing, whatever you like to call it, the ice tablet. And he sees Lloyd. Anyways, he goes up to a jail cell, and it seems to be like Zane is in the jail cell. Due to the fact that I mentioned that it's his friend in green. He says it's your friend in green. If you join us, he says if you join us, he'll most likely possibly risk. They'll keep him alive. And they also mentioned that he has powers that would be good for him, ice powers just like theirs. So it's probably Zane in the jail cell. Vex gives him some food, and Zane ends up throwing it at Vex at the door. And anyways, right after that, we see Lloyd. He's on his adventure, and he ends up encountering some wolves. And actually, before we see the wolves, we see Akita, and she runs off, and then she gets encountered by the wolves, and Akita saves Akita's in her wolf form. We do not see her human form in the episode at all. Anyways, we see Lloyd ends up meeting Akita. She saves Lloyd from the other wolves, and anyway, she gives her some of that fish that Jay gave. He gives her the fish that Jay gave him at the beginning of the episode, and so he ends up continuing on his adventure, and we do see Moroji's wrath. Moroji. I can't remember after watching the episode, but Rakira's wrath. He's going into Rakira's wrath, and he's got to be silent. He ends up accidentally sneezing, and some snow falls down on the ground, and so Lloyd uses his powers to light his way, and he ends up encountering some Blizzard Samurai, and so they attack him, and when they attack him, his arms start freezing up, like covering it with ice, and so anyways, in the background, so Lloyd is trying to save himself. He uses his powers. Anyways, so he notices in the background there's a snow falling, and so he yells Rakira's wrath, and the snow just falls on Blizzard Samurai. And after that, Nikita saves Lloyd again and pulls him out of the snow. And anyways, now he's got her on her side. Anyways, Lloyd mentions it's so cold. And he's trying to find shelter. Right after that, he finds the land bounty, the remains of the land bounty. And so he goes in, and the systems are fried. He can't get anything to heat to come on. So he pulls out a lamp and try and heat him up. And he pulls out a blanket. Akita's there also. Zane, I mean not Zane, but Lloyd believes it's going to be pretty hard to get Zane because the Blizzard Samurai are pretty tough, and what they did they almost froze Lloyd, and I think they were kind of trying to make him into one of them due to the fact that half the Blizzard Samurai are actually corrupted, and the other half of them are ice. If you've seen a previous episode, one of the Blizzard Samurai kind of snapped out of it, but then went back into his dark mode. Anyways, Lloyd's trying to figure out he's cold and stuff, and it's going to be pretty hard for him to get the find Zane. Anyways, it's later, and the tracker for the mech actually starts going off, and so he notices that now that he's got the tracker for the location for the mech, it's going to be pretty easy for him to actually find Zane and get Zane because he'll have more of a chance with the mech. Anyways, so now him and Akita are going to go after after Zane. And so they're going to defeat the Ice Emperor with him and Akita, Lloyd and Akita, and yeah. So, Unlikely Ally was a good episode. I did enjoy it. Next time we'll be doing episode 19, which will probably be episodes 19 and 20 will probably release next week in Malaysia. The names have not been revealed, but we'll probably get them in the next week. But yeah. Well, we should get them in the next week if the episode comes out next weekend. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this review, please leave a like, please subscribe, please follow me on social media. Links will be in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later.